CMPRadio.net, it's the station. Listen, man, let's cultivate together. Bring us all your show ideas. Content creators, we're looking for that. Videographers, we're looking for that. You can be a part of the next great big thing that takes place right here in Chester, Pennsylvania. Let's cultivate together, man.
CMPRadio.net, the voice of Chester.
What's up, everybody, man? We want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Let's go. Chester Cultural Arts and Technology Center, that's the CAT Center. Mecca, Mosley Early Childhood Consulting and Advising. KC Electrical Services. Mind Our Own Businesses. LeBron Construction. Northern Marketing and Design. Pressure Inc. The Boys and Girls Club of Chester. Paragon Charisma. And Chester Community Charter School. Listen, they're sponsors. You too can be a sponsor. Hit us up at info, that's INFO, at CMPRadio.net, and let's see how we can build this relationship even further. It's CMPRadio.net. You already know it's the
CMPRadio.net, the voice of Chester.
CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
What do you do when you've already built the best casino on the East Coast?
I'm Big Scott on 76, 95, 476, 222. You get the picture. Anyway, jump on this train.
Leftovers in your fridge, right? You gotta check your fridge, make sure the leftovers ain't in there. Got, empty your fridge out. It was funny because sometimes I do take little risks, right? So, for instance, but
I just bet you do.
right?
It don't smell that bad.
I'm not trying to make money off of this. It's a sell by.
It's a sell by.
Consume by.
What the hell? You are definitely him too.
19-year-old college student in Massachusetts. So he went into the hospital as a result of shock and had multiple organ failures and a rash. The 19-year-old, he's only referred to as JC, he was starting to feel abdominal pain and nausea after eating rice, chicken, and lo mein leftovers. He then began vomiting, experiencing chills, generalized weakness, chest pain, shortness of breath, stiffness, blurry vision, all that. And then a few hours before his admission, his skin developed a purplish discoloration. So he's alive. He did make it. Of course, he had to lose both his legs and all his fingers.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Take me.
Exactly. The only good news is, I still got my Peter, but that's about
Take
it.
me.
It's time for the D train.
Show of hands. Who's ridden a train before?
Darren DeVoue.
All right. All aboard.
Hello and good morning. Yes, welcome aboard the D Train with Darren DeVoue on CMPRadio.net, the best way to start your week. P, good to see you as always.
Yeah.
Joined behind the glass. Oh, he's enthusiastic today. Also, we got our chatty little assistant producer and
Hey,
engineer, Jordan. So, yes, P. How are you today?
Who you talking to?
Not to you.
Oh, okay.
Getting all feisty and shit.
I'm just saying, man. It's Sunday morning, man. It's early in the morning. And we're in here again, man. Congratulations to you, man. You've been doing this for a year. You feel
Thank
me?
you. Yes, sir.
I want to say congratulations to you, man. Keep on doing what you're doing,
Yes, sir.
Every morning won't be a great morning.
Right on.
It's a great morning to have a great morning. Ain't that right, Jordan?
Right.
Uncle? Yeah.
So, Pete,
Yes, sir.
I have big news to announce today. This week, I signed an acceptance letter for a new job, which means I am shedding the blue for Amazon. So, yes, sir. Oh, my goodness.
Hold on, pause.
Huh?
Before you burn that, before you do anything with that, because I see you got some stuff in there. You got some lighter fluid. Remember, that you change jobs pretty often. And Amazon is how you pay your bills. So you might not want to shit on them and say you done with them. And then fuck around and go back. It's like an old girlfriend.
Hey.
It's like an old girlfriend. You like, oh man, she get on my fucking nerves. And then
I've been thinking.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But again, go ahead and do your sketch, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man. I ain't worried about it. It's all you. I'm gonna look at my door. Well, what
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. No more of it. Yes, sir. No more of it, P. I'm
stripping?
done with it. Yes, sir. Stripping off the blue, man. I'm done with it. Done with the old wide mouth 12 to 16 ounce bottle is what Amazon drivers refer to as a bathroom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hey, D, not here, bro. Like that's you're inside. Not here.
Apologies.
Did you really just pour fucking?
I got a little. Yeah.
Oh my
a little
God.
enthusiastic.
Are you tripping? We're gonna burn it outside. We're gonna set it on fire. Not inside. Man, that smell would have took forever to get up out of here.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? Real quick though, like the wear and tear and whatnot. Jabri. Hey, good morning, Jabri.
He's crazy, Jabri.
Oh, so real quick, John, a little clip from John Oliver, and it kind of illustrates what
How you feel?
or what I my experience, and not alone in that respect.
Last mile drivers. Those are the people who drive box trucks or sprinter vans to deliver stuff directly to your door. You know how you see FedEx ground trucks? Those aren't actually FedEx employees, despite every visual indication to the contrary. They may wear a FedEx uniform, their truck may say FedEx on it, and they may exclusively deliver packages for FedEx, but they are technically independent. If you look carefully at the side of their trucks, you will see small fine print indicating who actually owns it, and it's not FedEx. Amazon uses a similar model with its delivery service partners, and again, the appeal for Amazon is obvious. Using drivers that aren't direct employees allows them to distance themselves from liability when things go wrong, which they do, particularly given the ridiculous pace that Amazon expects. You've probably heard all of the stories about drivers having to urinate into bottles because they didn't have time to stop. That speaks to the relentless pressure to deliver hundreds of packages per shift.
People are busting their ass, driving way over the speed limit. People are running through stop signs, running through yellow lights. Everybody I knew was buckling their seatbelt behind their backs because the time it took just to buckle your seatbelt, unbuckle your seatbelt every time was enough time to get you behind schedule.
Yeah, that's not good, is it? I thought that everyone knew the only place it's absolutely fine not to have a seatbelt is, for some reason, a school bus. That is where we collectively agreed to skimp on them as a society. The kids will be fine. We'll put a little stop sign on the outside. They'll be fine. And if you think that non-stop pressure seems like an accident waiting to happen, it already has. Investigations by ProPublica and BuzzFeed found that in a 4-year window, drivers delivering Amazon packages have been involved in more than 60 crashes that led to serious injuries, including 13 deaths, or as that's more commonly known, a Bezos' dozen. But again, Amazon is basically off the hook here because these drivers are not their employees, they're independent contractors, meaning that the contractor is responsible for anything that goes wrong, not them. In fact, under Amazon's contract, they're even reportedly responsible for paying Amazon's legal bills in the event of a lawsuit, which, you know what, is actually only fair. It's not like Jeff Bezos can afford to pay all those lawyers. He's spending his money on things that truly benefit society, like launching himself into space before disappointing everyone and coming back home safely.
Damn, I'm sitting there watching that shit. That's how he made all that money.
Right. And
Oh man.
and yo, they're great because, for instance, like that insane rate of stops that they expect, like they upped it it's insane how they did it to us too. They upped it. They upped the number of stops from 20 stops an hour to 30 stops an hour, and your loadout time was decreased by 5 minutes.
So hold on. You're an independent contractor.
Well, I work for a company that works under the umbrella of Amazon.
So how can they tell you how many stops you're supposed to make?
They control everything.
Yo, that's crazy. Jeff Bezos is a genius, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people need jobs. Give them jobs. Let them deliver our stuff for us.
Yeah, man.
And we don't pay them anything.
Yeah. And short of it, though, yeah. Think of that.
That's crazy.
There's a human cost to that free 2-day shipping.
Yeah, I was trying to sue them for not hiring me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? And the guy a guy just got in New York, right. Amazon, and it was crazy because he got brought a union to the warehouse up there. And earlier than that, though, I think we talked about it last week or a week before last. They criticized him in an internal memo that came out in Amazon. They said he's not very articulate or intelligent. Curious phrasing you got there, sir. Interesting.
It's not curious to me.
Right. And by curious, I mean obvious.
I mean, listen, I don't talk like you. I don't understand things the way you do. I understand things better because you couldn't survive where I survived.
Right.
And we can easily survive where you survive. So what does that make us?
And so they actually, there was another guy after, the guy that they fired initially for organizing and eventually came back to haunt him. And he said he saw that memo and he kept it away. That motivated him to keep going.
Bang.
So there was a guy after him. Listen to this, what they did at that same warehouse. He was trying to organize, and so they actually had a girl comes up to him, starts an argument, and then they wind up throwing hands on one another. And then witnesses, all of a sudden, Amazon brought in witnesses. 100% of them said that he started it and everything, where other people said, yo, they were soliciting these people. Like a judge threw it out because it was like, this is obvious. But they fired him like under the vulgar language thing, even though she struck him first and whatnot. But yeah, she was obviously paid by.
These lawyers out here, they scared to go up against Amazon, man. How many lawyers I done sat and talked to and said, listen, they didn't hire me because of my felony. They're not supposed to be able to look at my record past 7 years.
Right.
They were going off an arrest I had in 2000.
Okay.
So automatically, that's paper.
Right.
That's paperwork is messed up. So it's not on I didn't mess up the paperwork. They messed it up. So why can't I sue them for that? I should be able to sue them for that.
And they looking at you like,
nah, I ain't fooling with Amazon. So Jeff Bezos got quadrillion billion dollars.
Right.
He can fight us forever. I'll be handling this case here, 85 years old. So what? You a lawyer, right? Do your job.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of the illusion of a happy workplace. Speaking of illusions, so Pete, we talked about a couple of weeks ago the Illusion Museum that came to Philadelphia.
Yeah, you went?
Yeah, I wound up going.
Is that what this other?
Yeah, it's an illusion. Like the guy he looks like the woman is.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the ways that and it's really
that's
like,
a real woman.
Yeah, it's set up like the foreground, the way that he's like 3 feet from her, but the way when you shoot it like that, and the way him so far in the foreground, her in the background with that background object as well, being the chair.
Okay.
It presents the illusion that he's a giant.
Well, the chair is painted on the floor.
Or yeah,
I get that. The chair's painted is not really sitting there. The chair's painted on the floor, and she's sitting. And now I can see it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So it's mainly I did it took me. They said when I looked it up on the website, right? They said typical patrons spend 45 to 60 minutes. So
I was in
like,
there for 2 hours.
No, and for me, I was like 45 to 60 minutes. That's kind of short because I'm usually when I go to a museum, I'm in there for a minute.
Right. That's because you're staring at old white people.
Here we go. So anyway,
how you doing, sir?
engaging them in conversation and
Right,
whatnot.
right. How are you doing? You know, I went to, what college did you go to again?
Mansfield University.
I went to Mansfield University.
The
You
Harvard
know that,
of
sir?
Pennsylvania.
The Harvard of Pennsylvania. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that. Right.
So yeah, man. Actually, I was in there. I wasn't even in there. Maybe 20 minutes. There's not. There's not enough to entertain. It's like
there's no illusion there for you.
It's the illusion of a museum.
Right.
Is what it is.
I would love it. I'd probably be in there 3 hours. You know, you just like, shit, this shit ain't real. I went to Mansfield University. What's wrong with you?
Right. Respect my gangster.
Respect my gangster.
No, but seriously though, because then I thought it was me, and then I saw these this one party of folks, and then I overheard their conversation. It was like,
what the fuck
that's
is this?
They were like, that's it.
The illusion is how they got y'all to come up out your pockets. How much was it to get in?
$21 a piece.
Oh,
yeah.
Take a party at 8 up in there.
$1. Yeah, no, and I wouldn't even. I give it one train ticket.
You give it one?
One.
Damn.
I wouldn't even because even if you took your young, like it's for kids, like maybe a little bit more than Jordan, but once they in there,
if it's for kids, they should take my Snap card. Kids get in free. They do at the Please Touch Museum.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, all museums, anything for the kids, they get in, except for Smithsonian. I mean, Ben Franklin. But yeah.
Okay.
No, matter of fact, I think they even give a discount at Franklin Institute. You feel me? For SNAP recipients.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah, so for everyone that didn't know,
Right.
with your food stamp card, you could definitely get some
culture.
perks. You can get some perks. You can go to the Please Touch Museum, Franklin Institute, and probably this nice, crazy Instagram thing.
Right. It's pretty much, and that's what it is.
Right.
The Museum of Illusions, Philadelphia. They have locations. There's more than one. Like there's locations all over. It's Kentucky.
They playing with a lot of phones now in these malls. I see they got these selfie places.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Thank you.
Use the mall to shop.
Right.
I don't want to go to the mall and take pictures in front of you. Shit that you done put up. Like, that's fucking crazy. But oh well.
So that brings us to since we're reviewing stuff, let's do what I've been watching. I saw you see this 2020 movie Unhinged with Russell Crowe.
Unhinged. Russell Crowe.
Yeah, with Russell Crowe and this girl Karen Pistorius.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, he did a road rage, man. And let me tell you, you'll remember 2 words from this movie: double tap. No, courtesy tap. You remember those 2 words? I'm
sure.
courtesy tapping everywhere now after seeing this joint. Bap, bap. Thank you tap. Bap, bap.
Oh, she didn't say thank you?
No, she didn't get the courtesy tap. My man set him off. But I guess he was already going over the edge anyway. But it's a little thrill ride. I give it 3 out of 4 train tickets though. It ain't a nice little hour and a half. Fun afternoon movie. You downgrade? I don't think Pete trusts my taste in movies.
Nah, definitely.
I smell sarcasm.
And I smell Mansfield University. It's coming all out your pores.
Oh, speaking of what I have been watching, let's talk real quick about what I ain't gonna watch, and that's Father Stew. This movie with Mark Wahlberg and
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Why you not gonna watch Father Stew?
Twin racist right there on the screen. I pass. Wow. Look at them.
You just gonna throw racists out there?
Oh, and Mark Wahlberg, he definitely. Oh my goodness, dude! Look at him. He just got it written all over him. He drops an N-bomb.
Mark.
I got that sense off of him the first time I saw him shirtless. Shirtless, talking about come on. It goes back. Yeah, as soon as I
good vibrations.
And then when you said he was from Boston, I was like, oh, that. Here we go. I called it. Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah, Gibson's on record, so
you're a little harsh there, buddy. Go.
You say potato, I say potato.
I'm gonna go check out Father Stu today.
Just because.
Just because your man feels ass
fade
doesn't
my
like
picks.
it. You got picks, son. You got picks.
You gonna fade my picks? Like
I'm definitely gonna fade your picks. Definitely gonna square you up. Let's go. I gotta see this. But Father Stu is about a criminal that becomes a pastor,
right,
and gets to talking to the people. So
and redemption stories. We all know.
So, don't we need more of them?
Yes.
Don't we need more of them?
Yeah, I'll pass on this vehicle.
Man, they're actors, bro. You're not supposed to really like an actor's personal life. That's the problem with America. We want to like everybody. You don't have to like everybody to like their acting skills or the movies that they play in. I don't like him because he's a racist. And what does that have to do with anything?
That's true. Separate the art from the artist.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm able to celebrate.
It'd be a hypocritical
separate
of me. I
R.
was just
Kelly
jamming off
from
of Michael Jackson.
Right.
I was just.
I'm able to celebrate. Father Stu was good. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, she saw it. You want to? Oh no, I don't deal with them because they're racist.
No, I just know.
I know.
Not just because I just.
That's what you
I
do.
don't like them.
That's what you do.
Like
You're heavy on the racist code. Every white guy you see that don't like black people, oh, you're racist. Listen, he just never grew up around. He just never grew up around, a whole bunch of black people.
You know what though? On my second to my last day delivering to, I was up in this little. Oh no! It was yesterday. I was Uber, and I was drive my man up to Lancaster County. Right, I'm turning this little Amish girl. She's out in her yard doing the yard. She looks over and sees me, like, like she's getting, like that's the most.
They do exist.
Damn. That's the most curious thing I saw today. Right there.
Mom, he has black skin.
And he was in our neighborhood. I said, I waved at him, Mom. He waved back. It was fun.
They actually waved.
Oh, Winning Time. Have you seen this? Have you seen this piece? This is on HBO. Series based off of a book by I don't have his name here.
Yeah, I have not seen anything with Magic Johnson in it.
Right.
This is pre HIV.
Oh,
but he was a great basketball player, man. He was a star. They have a couple different things that he's in right now. They're going to talk about him his life.
Okay,
which is about time.
Yeah.
Shit, he ain't died. So shit, that's big. He like the green, orange, purple Power Ranger. You feel me? You don't really know how he got it. He got it when everybody else was getting it and dying.
Right.
He ain't died.
He made it.
So it's like, why he ain't died? What made his blood so special?
Because Pepsi said we have $1 million campaign on his ass.
They kept his.
We can find this cure.
Kept his ass alive. You gotta love Magic.
Oh yeah, but you know what? The Sixers fan in me, knowing where this is about the putting together of the dynasty of the 1980s Lakers, and the Sixers fan in me as they're winding towards the playoffs, because knowing where that season ends, with the Sixers losing in the finals to the Lakers, I'm like. I use it to fall asleep too, but it's funny to watch though. You should see it. The way they portray because they took the book and essentially they're making the book into a TV show, and it's so you can see it coming off the screen. It's probably not very true to the source material, or all that true. I mean, Kareem's walking around scowling everywhere, like. Oh, but Jerry Buss is portrayed as like a real coos hound. He just can't stop going. This before the blue pill, so I can imagine the damage he's doing nowadays. And Jerry West, the way they portray him is almost cartoonish. I'll be damned, the bear done shit in the woods on this one. We done really got it out of here. You're like, yeah, but you know what though? They also show how Buss. He essentially took a financial gamble. I mean, shoot, he put himself broke for this.
Most people that win have to gamble. Mm-hmm. The house is money. You can't. It's like with you when you say I made a $2 bet. You can't make a $2 bet and expect to win anything more than $2. You can't sit up here and play with the with the microphone. No. All right, calm down. But to win, you have to gamble. To win, you have to give up. To win, you have to sacrifice, and that's a sacrifice he was willing to make.
And he did
and
bet
he
big.
He didn't play no games. Like, I know the story, like how the forum, it went from the forum to where it is right now. Right. So, like, everything that he did was a calculated risk, and it took. If he didn't win, he lost. But he won every fucking time. So it's amazing. I'm gonna check that out, man. It's called Winning Time.
Winning Time.
Yeah,
it's
you
on,
definitely got the worst picture up there ever.
I know, right? It's on HBO. Yeah. Cool.
You been watching the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think?
I'm like, you know what though? I mean, it's going to be easy for Sixers. It's nice to see Harden decide to pick up his performance. Well, especially he ain't had no choice. Everybody's talking so greasy about him for leading up to it. JoJo got his. He needed that as far as the signature playoff moment. Every great player has that, you know.
But he lost.
No.
Lost
well, I mean they lost. They lost yesterday. I was leading up to that. But that's the problem with this team, man. They don't handle that. That's why you've talked about it before. This isn't a championship team, so to speak, because they don't handle praise very well.
Who, the Sixers?
Yeah.
What team handles praise very well?
Focused on it. They don't handle it. They're ignoring it. They're focused on their goals.
Oh. Yeah, that's because Joel Embiid ain't win the MVP. You know, he's still that little kid.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing. Yeah.
He's still young.
And you know, there still are flashes of the immaturity. While he is growing, you know, it's nice to see that it is improved. Yes.
He's African young, so everything is new. You feel me? Like, it's one thing to be. Oh my God! Look at the color in that shirt. When he first got here, he was talking about he was messing with Rihanna and come talk to me like that. That was, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that type of immaturity because everything is new to him. But after a while, it's like, all right, bro, I need you to act your age. Like grow the fuck up. Did you have fun yet? Go out and have fun, and come back here and work.
Focus time is here.
I think that's a lot with Harden. We'll see what we do in the offseason, man. I'm not gonna say I don't see us winning a chip. It is plausible.
Okay.
You feel me? It could happen.
Right.
If all the chips fall where they should. Meaning Maxey plays the rest of the playoffs like Iverson.
Right. Blowing past people. Meaning that Embiid brings in some of that Kareem and Harden brings in some of that magic. That's the only way we're going to win. And other teams get injuries, which, that's in the West Conference. Right. They'd have to get to
Listen, get through the East. You don't need people to get injured. You just need Iverson, Kareem,
2.0,
and Magic. That's it. That's all you fucking need. You need them to go out and try to find out how to get their spirits inside of them,
right,
and take that shit over. I need Embiid to act like he's been here before. And I need him to be aggressive. He hurt his thumb, wrap that motherfucker up, go back out there and play. You know what I'm saying? Like just dunk. No threes for you. Just dunk on every fucking body, right? I need that aggression. I watched brother last night for Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh man, what a mess that kid is up there. I mean, dude.
He's not a mess. He just doesn't have people around him to lead him in the right direction. You feel me? Because he is who he is, he got a bunch of yes men around him. And that's what typically happens to a lot of young black superstars. They got a bunch of yes men around him and nobody's going to sit there and say, no.
Right.
It's like me telling Jordan, no, you can't have the microphone. And she look at me and she like, you know what, you right. I don't want it till I want it.
Yeah, he erratic. That boy, he was looking like Dwight Howard on meth. Yeah, with the fouls the other day. He had more fouls than shots the other day. Oh, yeah, but yeah, your boy, same thing with Towns, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of players, real quick, Ben Simmons, like I keep hearing reports about he's coming back for every time I hear it mentioned, like I can't help but chuckle, like when you hear he's coming back. Like just the
fourth
like,
game. Game 4. Game 4, Ben Simmons will be back.
4.
I don't know if you heard of him. You've seen him play basketball once upon a time. He even made a couple shots during the playoffs. But we're bringing Ben Simmons back to the Brooklyn Nets. Game 4
of the playoffs. And last week when they announced he's participating in 4-on-4. I'm like 4-on-4.
Why not 5-on-5?
Nobody's playing 4-on-4 anyway. It's a 5. Is there a new game y'all inventing? What the hell's going on?
It's called broken basketball. I don't think I have what it takes to play basketball anymore.
Oh, he hurt his back, all right, working on his mental health, you know.
How did he hurt his back?
Yeah, I don't know. He's foolish.
He strained his back?
That's the injury right? Sitting out all this time.
He strained his back.
He was sitting wrong while he's playing Xbox. Oh my goodness. Yo, did you hear about Jay Wright retiring?
Yeah, man. I heard he had to hype himself up, too.
Yeah.
Keep on playing those games, man. Shout out to Jay Wright, man. You know, who's going to be the new Villanova coach?
He is, I forget it. Oh,
brother
shit.
from Fordham, right?
Brother too.
Yeah,
How about that?
Yeah.
I was a little taken back. But
why was you taken back?
I was taken aback. I was like, the clock's all ticking. And
Oh,
yes, Gerald, excuse me, I agree. It's all over for Brooklyn. They played no defense.
So
and
hold
Boston's
on,
looking very bad.
Boston won last night?
Boston, you know what? I do not. They played last night. I didn't even know.
How you don't know?
Because actually, I got a funny story about that because I was listening. I don't know because I was listening to you, and that's a story I'll tell you about off air. Excuse me.
You was listening to me?
I followed your advice.
What? You made a bet?
No, something like that.
Oh shit. Don't follow. I don't always get the best advice.
You like, you listening to me?
That
was your first problem.
Oh, nigga, that was the first problem. Don't listen to me. Only I can listen to me. I can deal with the problem.
Oh my goodness.
The Nets are about to get swept. Damn, man. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
they lost. Yeah,
and Boston's been looking very balanced. I played attention to the first 2 games.
Man.
Very balanced. Like the first game, they had 4 or 5 people in double figures, and they all were like sub 20, right around 20 points.
And the Sixers could have Jason Tatum right now and Joel Embiid. But we wouldn't have been able to get James Harden. So maybe we would have been able to get James Harden. Maybe he would have came to us instead of going to the Nets.
In the first place, okay.
Yeah. But it's all over for the Brooklyn. And I love, and you know, I was born in Brooklyn, so I love Brooklyn team. You know, I love everything that's going on up there, except for, you know, Dumbo and that situation. But, you know, I love that New York feel, man. Now I go up there for Memorial Day, take my godmother out for dinner.
Okay, nice.
But what was Kenny Smith talking about?
Oh, yeah. So Kenny Smith was breaking Shaq's balls. Yeah. Shaq got a little aggressive on air. He was breaking Shaq's balls about being late. Shaq was supposedly stuck in traffic, right? And then he got there moments before taping started or air started. They go live. And so Kenny Smith, go ahead and roll the video, Pete. This is it real quick. Just a quick 40 seconds. And Shaq says,
I know what that means. That means you played okay.
No, that means you need to be here on time.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
nice. Well played, Kenny.
Hold on.
Wait, I'm not gonna say it.
Hold on. First of all, we started at 6:30. I was in there at 6:29.
Yeah.
Rob, am I correct, Rob?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
technically, I wasn't late.
Hey, that was well
No.
played.
Technically, I wasn't late. Second of all, if you try to be funny on TV again, I'm gonna show you funny.
Okay. Hey, listen.
When I put these paws on.
Listen. Hey, I'm Pat Riley up ahead. You ain't hit Pat Riley.
But Ernie.
try to be funny.
I like to see Charles Barkley. That's right, Kenny. Get it, Kenny.
That's
right, Kenny. Damn right, Kenny. Get his old bald head ass. Get it.
And that was the thing too, Chuck. That was one of my favorite parts because Chuck he makes the joke. Chuck is holding up his hand. Kenny doesn't see him, so Chuck waits for it. Then he comes back.
Yeah, come on, Kenny.
You gonna get some of this? You gonna
get his old big-footed ass, size 22 wearing. Nigga, you supposed to leave an hour ago. You supposed to be here an hour before taping, and you show up 10 minutes late.
All right. And what are they in Atlanta or LA?
What did he say? What did he say?
Shaq. Oh, you couldn't hear. Oh, so Shaq said, "You trying to be funny? trying to get funny with me here on TV again, I'm gonna put these paws on you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Shaq.
Damn.
That goes contrary to your whole image. First Will Smith,
Right.
now Shaq.
Now Shaq, right. And if he smacks somebody, you gonna know it's real. He gonna cave a Joker face in.
My goodness.
But I personally think Shaq playing, right?
Okay. I would hope, right.
Yeah, because him doing anything to someone for talking about him being late would jeopardize everything that he has. No more Papa John's, no more General. You feel me?
Right, you got
no
to
more
stay
NBA.
clean.
You better stay.
Yeah.
You got to be squeaky clean
Yes.
to keep all of your endorsements, bro. They can't find nothing on you. He even had to slow down with all the short girls he was picking up.
Right.
Shaq, you can't be in a strip club like you used to be, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is we're gonna just keep going.
Yeah,
So
man, we
next-
rocking through.
Right.
It's a new format.
So remember, and we talked about it for last year. Guy holds his kid up in a 2019 shooting. He used a bad drug deal. Well, he gave counterfeit money.
Okay, that's not this. We got a man pulling a gun on a woman.
Well, that's another recap. Actually, no, you're right. Actually, we can stay with that right there. That's a recap because the gentleman, I was about to call him a gentleman. This brainiac that shot his girlfriend in Upper Marion. It was reported on. Well, we reported on.
Well, that's the guy that shot him.
Yeah, that's video right there of
Poor
that
brother.
shooting. Yeah.
Poor brother, he look a little sad.
And he changed his appearance. Well, actually, the first picture, we ran a picture of him last week. He had this thick, long beard. But then, and it was a mugshot, and it was on TV. His name was on the byline in the picture. And I'm like, huh. So then when when you load photos to the iPhone sometimes, I didn't notice until I started messing with iPhones recently because I'm weird. And, they go in time order. So this thing was in 2011. This guy's mugshot was already up on TV. Like, damn, girl, what made you get with him in the first place? Not victim blaming here, but I'm just saying, like, what was in his game? And not to mention, remember, he sat outside waiting for her. He's outside that Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, she was on a date.
Right.
Quit breaking my heart. Yeah. Listen, man, the feelings and emotions that come in with a breakup and your female out with another dude, man, it's harsh. That's why I say cheat before you get cheated on. That way you ain't really worried about it.
You can't expect to keep all the slices of poontang pie to yourself.
And it's plenty of poontang pie out there for everyone.
All different kinds of food.
Yes, you got your light skin, you it's your dark skin, you got your big, you got your small.
You got pecan poutang pie. You got strawberry poutang pie.
Boy. It's like a lemon head. There's so many different lemon heads out here. I'm just gonna suck on one.
And that's what I can't understand. Like during that hour, like it never came to. You know what? I'm tripping. I need.
She gave him the best fellatio he has ever had in his life. It had to be it. Cause there's no way I'm shooting a female for not dealing with me no more.
Right.
I might be her best friend. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you feeling? Like we gonna conversate. And if she don't want to talk for the first couple, that's cool.
We gonna ride this out.
You don't want to fool with me that no more? That's cool. Go ahead and deal with the next dude. You feel me?
Yeah, he turned himself in this past week. Yeah,
that's sad.
Yes, exactly.
Oh well. He killed her too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He ain't never coming home.
No.
Don't drop the soap. the ball, barbershop. Oh, that's strike 3, dude. Oh, you ain't never coming home. Yeah. Don't drop the soap, cuz.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this next one, Yasim Jenkins, little 11-month-old. He was struck in the head and buttocks in 2019. His father used him as a human shield. His father, his 25-year-old Nafis Monroe, was trying to purchase drugs with counterfeit money. And look at, I mean, just
hey man,
like Like
That's his life.
And I kind of
Does he have a duchy on his head?
I just want to walk up to the female that breadwinner. Come on, girl.
Hey,
girl,
man.
Girl.
I'm going to keep it a bean.
What's up?
I can't even be mad at the female no more because it's like this is the level of men that you have to choose from. And you would rather choose from it than to choose out of it. And this is what the motherfucker said. He said, if you have a creature that you're hunting and the hunter becomes stupid, the animal that he's hunting has to be dumber than the animal that's hunting it. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we can't be mad at the females. You feel me? We got to be mad at the men. Step your shit the fuck up.
We were just talking about it in our last story right there.
Because naturally, the natural order of men and women is the man is supposed to be higher than the woman. So then you have all these women now that are moving up. They're becoming doctors and lawyers and everything else. And they looking at these men below us and they like, you're worthless. Like, you can't do anything for me.
Chess, it ain't check.
So.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, the boy passed. So
baby?
The baby just passed from
complications.
Injuries, yeah.
So now it's murder.
Oh, yes. There you go. So, like Krasner was just announcing additional charges. Both men could face additional charges.
The guy that shot the gun.
Yep.
And then him.
And the father.
Because he picked him up.
Right.
He moved him.
And even to just
look how cute that baby is. See, and that's another thing. You feel me? He probably has some pretty eyes. Talk to the chick. She's like, we gonna have a cute baby. I'm gonna name my baby Rolando. Chick, do he got a job?
Right. Because it'd be hard to get one with that. I mean, God only gave you one face, man.
Listen, once you do that to your face, you only gonna work one type of job.
Yeah, right.
You either gonna be security for somebody that's making money, you gonna be making some money. I don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna have to be a boss.
Right.
You ain't being nobody's employee dressed like that.
Like that.
Damn.
And I totally agree with you, Gerald, right there. He should be put down in prison. So, oh shoot, hold on, Pete, bear with me for a second. Oh man, listen, Southwest Philly, we talked about ATM robberies last year, right?
Oh, I love that.
That calmed down, thank goodness, with the dynamite.
Now you got these motherfucking.
You hear about these dummies?
A sudden reversal in Philadelphia.
You hear about these
the
dummies
city's
in
indoor mask mandate is now lifted.
Sorry about that. You hear about these dummies in Southwest Philly, April 14th, 3:45 in the a.m. They go on 2200 block of Island Avenue. They go in there. They try and rob the ATM. It wasn't just the ATM. It was one of those
slot machines.
Yes, video game machines. 2 of those as well. So they couldn't open. They couldn't get the machines open, and so they wound up like leaving. So you left. You should at least. Can you imagine somebody in the car? You ain't get the L's? You ain't get nothing? You
ain't get no cigarettes?
You ain't get nothing, right? You ain't get nothing.
How you coming out here with nothing?
Nothing? Damn.
That's how it be, man. When you try to go in, that's why you got to get a practice joint first.
Right. A practice machine.
Yeah, practice machine. You got to figure out how to open it. You have to know how to open it before you go and grab it. Because ain't nothing like getting something that you can't fucking open.
Right. And I've heard of that before. People stealing ATMs.
You ain't got the fucking code? No, I ain't got the code, nigga. How are we supposed to get this shit open?
Oh, you got to say ATM. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they police are they wound up they wound up getting away. Police are still investigating there.
They'll do it again.
Oh, definitely. They're like, we didn't do it right this time.
Yeah, that's all it's about.
Right.
Try again. Keep trying till you win.
Oh man. So this next story is a bit of
sad.
Yeah.
That's a long gun.
Huh? Yeah. So a gun owner in Georgia. Well, actually, not a gun owner, gun shop owner. He was robbed, and he and 2 other relatives were killed. And this was at the Lock, Stock, and Barrel shooting range in Grantville, Georgia. And according to around 5:30 p.m., This is 50 miles southwest of Atlanta, by the way. Officers were dispatched shortly around 8 p.m. where they found the owner, his wife, and their grandson murdered. They said approximately 40 weapons and a camera DVR were also taken from the scene. And they didn't specify how the three
You said
victims.
40 weapons?
40 weapons, yes.
So they in the street.
Oh, yes, indeed. For sure. You can bet you by golly wow on that one. Damn. And that's like, damn, like a gunshot owner. Like, you wouldn't, like, I give him, that takes some audacity.
No, he must have trusted him.
Or you think he knew him?
He wasn't black.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm deducing that just by the fact. What the fuck? You ain't had your gun. You ain't had your gun on the ready.
Out on the ready or touching that joint.
It wasn't on your hip.
That.
Like I wish one of these niggas would.
I've been waiting for a long time.
I've been waiting to shoot one of you. Oh my God, my great grandpappy was down with the slave patrols. He used to tell me what he. Oh, please. Does he look old? He look about 56, 70. How old is he?
How old was?
Don't say how old he is.
No, it definitely, or did I close it? I think I closed it. Yeah,
he was waiting on that.
He was in his 50s, yeah. Yeah. And speaking of guns in the street, this woman in Montgomery County.
Well, that's a nice gun.
She admitted to her role. Denia Williams, 23-year-old, admitted in Norristown. She pleaded guilty of illegal sale or transfer of firearms to an ineligible person. This is a multi-state gun range they were running, and actually, it's connected. And according to the article, they're connected to a ring in Georgia. So, like, that might be it too. That connected to our previous story there. But yeah, she's looking at. So she admitted her role in that multi-county, multi-state drug trafficking, and she will be looking at time. Judge Stephen O'Neill lost it. He's hungry. The organization officials was led by several people, including Alexander Aaron Smith of Jolly Road and Plymouth Meeting and DeVoue Smith of Norristown. The Smiths are currently awaiting trial on corrupt organization charges. What does that even mean?
Corrupt organization. Right there in the fucking charges.
Right.
You can have a non-corrupt organization. That would be a non-profit organization.
Oh my goodness.
A corrupt organization is corrupt. The hell is wrong with you? What did you major in Mansfield?
Broadcasting.
Oh man, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear about this? So we talked about road rage with that movie earlier, Unhinged, but here's some real life in caught on camera.
He hit the dog?
No.
Is that a dog in the street?
Might be. He hit a woman. This took place in Elizabeth, New Jersey, so North Jersey.
Oh, that's right up there by New York.
Yeah. And he killed a woman. He
Sad.
He ran over her several times.
Several.
Yeah, he backed up.
Yo.
Wait, don't get quite better yet. No, not quite. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, they funded there's a GoFundMe for the victim. Actually, I might be mistaken. She might be with us still.
She might still be alive. Yeah, because it's been proven that you can get ran over a couple times.
I know,
and
right?
backed up.
The resilience.
What you mean? Man, listen. Shout out to my man. Like, he did that to his wife, and she's still kicking.
He lucky.
You feel me?
Okay.
Now he upstate. He locked up.
That's at least attempted murder, right?
What? Several times. Attempted vehicular homicide twice. It depends on how many times you ran her over. If you backed up and treated her like a speed bump.
Actually, I think that's her on the front lawn.
No, it ain't.
Actually,
next story.
Right.
Next story. We got a brother in handcuffs in green. Oh my God, man.
This boy, oh my goodness, this guy. Facebook live streaming. And sometimes that stuff goes wrong, right? He's an example of how it goes wrong. He is accused. He's from Louisiana, and so he's repping his set there, I guess, because you see him throwing up some kind of hand gesture.
Putting up the deuces.
Right. And so, oh shoot, it's a video I have. He's at Baton Rouge police. He was flagged by Reaper to help him. He actually did it in broad daylight too.
What'd he do?
He stabbed a woman 5 times. Well, actually, I'm sorry. He was live streaming on Instagram, not Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook, same thing.
Oh yeah, how about that? That was last Monday before last. He was on a drug binge, and then he approached on Monday night with her hands bound and bloodied from more than 10 stab wounds. Very gruesome, evil act, said the sheriff in a news conference. The video was posted on Instagram, which is owned by Meta. And according to Stephen Ordway, spokesperson, the Baton Rouge Police Department had said earlier Tuesday that the video had been streamed on Facebook Live, which is run by Meta. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, or whatever he was on. Probably that wet.
Man, it's not about no wet.
No?
No.
What do you think?
Look at him. He's sober now, and he's still hype.
Right, exactly.
That's not the look of someone that was highed up when they kill somebody.
Yeah, they're like dopey on that shit.
They be like, damn, man. I don't want nobody even see my face.
Right, damn.
Put their hood on, put their head down.
Okay.
He wasn't high. That's him. That's what he do.
Okay.
There's some people that's what they do.
Oh.
And you have to respect them. They might do it to you.
Respect. Those are the ones like in school. Those were the ones I always try to stay cool with. Hey man, how we doing today?
Hey, you good? You hungry? You want something to eat? Want to buy you something to eat?
Right.
Like, damn, bro, you just gonna buy him? Yeah, I'm gonna buy that nigga something to eat. He ain't gonna stab me with his spork.
Right, because his crazy ass. I'm gonna be ready when he goes crazy eventually.
I was there for you, brother.
Did you hear? Now we've been talking before about dirt bikes and what have you, right?
Yeah.
And so little convoy of dirt bikes.
Oh no.
Yeah. This is in Delaware. Now they're searching for 2 suspects. Now this is what happened. They pulled up. Actually, this is not far away. I believe it was in. I want to say it was in Claymont. It was in Philadelphia Pike. Yeah, Philadelphia Pike. They observed numerous ATVs and dirt bikes that were driving hazardously. And that's the thing, too. Like, they're so reckless with the
Oh, God.
Yes, P. Yes, I'm going to say it. Oh. Yeah, I'll be that. I'll be that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Go ahead.
So they were driving recklessly, right?
Darren DeVoe's show is over.
Right. He got no street cred.
At 11 o'clock, y'all want to meet him outside.
No, don't do that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a free country. I mean, but like I said, you do it. As long as they do it the right way.
The right way. So what's the right way? Don't ride them in the streets. Where they supposed to ride them at?
Dirt.
What dirt patch do they have?
Find some. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so what happened was these guys, they pull into a gas station, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the cops show up at the gas station. A bunch of them flee. One of them didn't manage to get his bike in time. So then, of course, the cops kept that one. Call a tow truck. Tow truck pulls up, tows the bike off. Don't you know these cats followed that tow truck and robbed his ass and took the bike back?
Why wouldn't they?
I can't believe that the cops didn't follow the tow
truck. Why would they?
They just assumed, there we go.
He'll make it back to the yard.
Right,
you better drop that motherfucking bike right now. Give us our motherfucking bike before we blast your ass.
No problem. All you had to do was say, you ain't even have to say all that. Oh, my goodness.
Me, I just would have kept on driving. I would have ran some motherfuckers over.
Right.
You already threatened my life.
Let's have at it. Oh, my goodness. Oh
God.
Excuse me. What you all got about me?
This brother right here with the makeup and the wig on.
With the makeup and the wig. So that's a funny story about that.
I don't want to hear it, but go ahead.
You do, yes, you do. Well, you know how they've been talking about trans athletes and all that that's coming up lately with the swimmer winning the national title.
He turned trans to play basketball?
No, right. That's what I'm wondering. Like, that's when they say that you can't have trans guys playing female sports. I'm like, no, you can't, because what if you start having Joanna mans, like fake trans dudes? Eventually you're gonna have dudes cheating at that.
I mean, but listen, it's not like the WNBA is paying a whole bunch of money,
right?
So which I really disagree with. I feel like the women of basketball and football and soccer and swimming and everything, they deserve the same amount of recognition that the men get.
Okay.
They're practicing like the men. They're in camp. They're doing things. You feel me? So, and I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Mosley. He just became the assistant coach at Arizona State. So definitely a huge shout out to him.
Wow.
But yeah, I've been thinking about this because Joanna, man, I was like, oh, if they letting them swim. Next you go hear about Khalifa. Khalifa Hudson sitting here playing basketball, dunking on people. You can't stop me. Yeah. What?
And that's why I say, listen, no, look, you can't let the trans, no, they can't participate.
Why can't they?
They gotta have their own little.
Yeah, they need their own league.
Yeah, for real.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Like, who's gonna watch that? Bunch of transgender men playing against each other.
All right, there we go. Well, speaking of mixing transgender females with regular females, this was him previously. He is a transgendered inmate. He's a transgendered inmate at a prison in Union, New Jersey. And he got 2 babies on the way. He knocked up 2 of the he knocked up 2 of the female inmates. Mm-hmm. He was serving life for his connection to a double murder. So, yeah.
So, hold on.
Right.
Pause. No, let's not pause it. Let's just slow it down. So he is on the female side of the jail with the females? Oh, that's not jail. Jail is supposed to keep you away from the punani. You're not supposed to be dipping and diving, and he gonna be in there for life, and they gonna keep him on the female side.
And that's what I was wondering about, because I first saw that in this show, Orange is the New Black, and
I'll be transgender in jail too. We'll be on the female side.
Sign me up.
I'll be in the shower butt ass naked. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the only sausage around this joint.
That's what he said.
I know that's what he said. Damn.
Yeah, where else you gonna get it from, girl?
You get it from me. Oh man, you wrong for this one. Oh, you are so wrong for this one. Oh,
am I?
Yeah. I think you are.
Oh, goodness.
There's no way in hell that's real. Hey, what is his name? Where is he at?
In Union, New Jersey.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's yeah.
And he got 2 brothers, 2 sisters, 2 brothers,
2 babies,
2 babies on the way.
Yes, he knocked up 2 female inmates.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Look, my alarm going on. What's his name?
It doesn't say his name. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, man.
According to the press release.
I'm sorry. I thought you was going to say they had him over there on the female side. I mean, on the male side, and they was raping him and taking advantage of him.
Right.
He on the female side living it up.
Living his best life.
Getting females pregnant? Like,
oh, my goodness. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, because that prison's been going through a lot of trouble. Actually.
I bet it
has. Multiple women have accused the inmates of being. Multiple women have asserted that they've been sexually assaulted and beaten in the jail. Now, that's the circumstances of two pregnancies. This resulted that they resulted from sexual relationships with another incarcerated person, either him or a guard. When asked if penalties will be enforced on the inmates. What are you going to do? The warden said he couldn't comment on any specific disciplinary action or housing decisions that may be made in light of the events. Yeah, somebody got to definitely get transferred, like you said, though, for sure.
That's the right way.
Right.
Damn.
Oh my goodness! They've been having according Governor Phil Murphy said on a press conference Monday before last, on an unrelated press conference, that the facility was having trouble with properly segregating prisoners, and is one of many reasons he ordered the jail to close in June of 2021.
There's one place.
Oh my goodness!
Definitely don't want to be sliding through.
Oh my goodness!
It's the right way.
So yeah, this story, man, our next story. So we talked about our mothers. I love my mom. All right, but keeps this guy. He loved his mom a little too much. Well, a little too wrongly. I mean, I don't know. He got pulled over, and this was in allegedly. Oh shit! So this dummy here, he gets pulled over, right? Cops go in his trunk. His mother's in the trunk.
Oh, she did.
She did. So this is gonna be your favorite part. They had started this before they went in the trunk. They went to cuff him, escapes and runs off, jumps into a lake to get away, right?
And dies.
Dumbass can't swim. He needs their help. They had to rescue. Oh, you gonna make us rescue you before we arrest you? Oh, okay. I see how it is. We definitely going.
He was supposed to drown.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I don't have. I don't have the details on that one, but yeah, that was his thing. And then we got so I talked before. You said before how you Ubered once, and that was it, right? My man Ubered once. This one guy, he Ubered, and he was just trying to keep a chick. And this took place in Virginia. Excuse me, Massachusetts. This took place there. Yeah.
This guy with this little bit of hair on his head?
Yes, indeed, my man there. He's charged with kidnapping, trying to kidnap a 19-year-old Massachusetts woman, stating that he loved her. That's my Muhammad Ali, 46-year-old of Quincy. Quincy is a Boston suburb, I guess. And he was arrested and charged with 1 count of kidnapping. The 19-year-old woman was taking an Uber to Starbucks on April 15th, and Ali didn't stop at the Starbucks. Instead, he kept heading over a bridge. During this time, he repeatedly said that he loved her and he wasn't going to hurt anyone, and that he loves everybody and loves his God. Yo, that's really reassuring. Oh, well, in that case, drive on. Yeah, sure, whatever. Man, please. She leapt out of the car and then walked to a state trooper's barracks. And that's where they found him shortly after. That's kind of terrifying, though. Oh, man. That is a little, well, at least a little bit. Brockton. Remember those, we talked before about Brockton. And also in this is in Connecticut. And so we talked before how they issued licenses mistakenly to thousands of people, thousands of unqualified people who didn't have their who didn't qualify. They didn't take their road test. And so they didn't take their road test, but they still got their license. And then they finally caught on to the what do you want to call it? Error, a major error when you flooding the streets with thousands of unlicensed drivers. And so they told people that you had to come back in. They sent you a letter saying that you had to come back in and take your driver's test. Otherwise, and so like out of those 2,000 people, 1,000 still haven't come back. Like, no takesies backsies. I'm keeping this joint. Like,
no takesies backsies.
I'm keeping this license, boss. You gave it to me. I'm keeping it. Speaking of, actually, real quick, P, did you hear? Yeah, I like snakes. You would. I used to have one. Don't you know I overfed him the one time?
You will.
So I overfed my poor snake. But this Virginia woman, she was sitting inside of a restaurant and she was bitten 3 times by a copperhead snake. This in Fredericksburg, Virginia. This was more than 4.5 years ago in the foyer of a Spotsylvania County restaurant. She's disabled now because of those bites.
Yep, get my money.
Yeah, so this happened in 2017, and she's still like, yeah. She was got either the bites or the antivenom given to treat them, or perhaps a combination through into a disorder known as a complex regional pain syndrome. The condition is severely disabling and causes pain that's much greater than the initial injury. So, yeah, like you said, pay me.
My money.
Yeah, and you know what, though? And you got no choice but to cut that check because you can't stop. Like, snakes can get, they can get anywhere almost. Like, so, yeah, you can't do nothing but cut that check. I'm sorry, ma'am. Don't give her no gift cards. Just cut the check and call it a day. P, you eventually going to teach your kid how to drive?
I've already taught my daughter.
Oh, no fooling. Nice.
Yeah, I've already taught I've taught 2 of them. One of them has a license. The other one is like, I don't know if she's scared or.
It can be a little nerve-wracking.
That's not nerve-wracking.
I mean, depending on your personality and your makeup, yes.
When you want to drive, you want to drive.
Right, especially in your determination too, like your motivation. Like, I gotta get this car because I got my prime coming up soon. Like, stuff like that. We were talking about driving in Massachusetts with the Uber driver, so let's go back to that. And you teaching how to drive. Can I ask the setting? Where did you teach your daughter how to drive? Like, oh wait, you said you learned on the
streets
highway.
of Chester, Pennsylvania.
You didn't start off in a parking lot or something
no.
like that? Maybe
my sister, she had a stick.
Uh-huh.
So she taught me how to drive a stick in the parking lot. But my introduction was on I-95. Come on, man, get on the highway. Damn.
I started off in a parking lot. Then, the industrial park, like this, it's empty, but it's still got streets per se, so you can simulate. But,
I'm not taking nobody driving in the graveyard.
But that's where this driving lesson went wrong.
Yeah, that's the first. There's too many things you can hit.
Well, at least you can't kill anybody.
You can kill the car. What the hell's wrong with you? The wheel and everything came off that. And then we could fall into a grave.
Right, how about that?
Good.
And then we could get eaten by the person in the grave. A 53-year-old, actually. 53-year-old with her learner's permit was practicing driving at the time of the crash. Or she lying. She just said that for the insurance. It was a kid driver. No, but several of the headstones that were struck by the vehicle sustained damage. Damn, so you got to pay for those. But Lyle
insurance got that.
Lyle said all of them were successfully uprighted. Preliminary investigation indicates the driver lost control of the vehicle. No duh. Lyle said the crash is being investigated further by the Melrose Police Department. No, my first time on the highway, it was a little nerve-wracking. Like, after I learned how to regular drive in traffic, like, you knew it was coming sooner or later on the highway. It can get there. People are aggressive and crazy out there, man. I don't know. But we talked before about TikTok challenges gone wrong, right? And unless it ends with you doing like this, as a TikTok challenge, don't do it. These Orbeez TikTok challenge, you hear about this? Got kids running around shooting paintballs, random drive-by shooting of paintballs at folks. It's taking place in Radnor, Philly, of course, and Delaware County. So, Radnor is in Delaware County. And Wayne, Radnor, that's where the good school district is. You know they got to do something about that now.
About the gun?
Well, they're the
jail gun.
Yeah. A jail gun?
A jail. That's a real gun?
No. That's a paintball joint.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they got a lot of jail guns out that shoot the jail. It's a lot
You're
softer than the
jail.
paint.
Oh,
right.
jail. Okay, that was your accent. Okay. Yeah, but the jail guns, yeah. But I mean, kids could get shot by police or something like that. Like, no.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
If you feel like that's a real gun, you want to shoot somebody,
and that's I wouldn't, and yeah, you can look at it and say that, but how many times is a cell? I couldn't look at a cell phone and see a gun, and plenty of cops have seen those. So, so yeah, put that thing down, man. Retro Ace P, could you roll bounce? I could go forward on a. I could go forward on some skates. I couldn't go backwards. I didn't. Have
God
spin.
did not invent me to have wheels on my feet. Right. If he would have gave me Heelys. You know what I mean? But he didn't. So I don't just retrofit my body with wheels to go faster. Right. I can ride a bike, but I'm not putting any shoes on my feet. Okay. It has wheels at the bottom to make me run around. I'm good.
So they're opening they had it last year in Philly, and they're bringing it back this year too. It's in it's a little retro arena right there in Dilworth Park, right outside City Hall. And
yeah, somebody's in there with some money in front of him.
Oh, that's your boy. Oh shoot, I forgot about. That's your boy 6ix9ine.
Ain't my boy.
He not your boy. He not claiming that speed. Yeah, he told the judge he ain't got it. They hit him. He said because the judge brought him back in because remember he's those two people that were robbed last year that he had. That were beaten outside that recording studio. So they're still waiting to get paid, but he's in front of a judge and he's saying that's fake money I'm using in the video, judge. Which is this puts him in such a strange place though for me because I mean like the image that you have to try and uphold in order to keep yourself out of trouble in court, you have to deconstruct it in court. Is it me? Huh?
Why did he have to deconstruct the image?
Well, I'm saying like he just right there, like he's supposedly living it up, got the money all over him, but then. He goes into court and he has to say to the judge, no, that ain't real.
What ain't real?
The money.
The money was real. It was whether or not he was who he said he was. You feel me? That's what it is. Oh, Your Honor, this is just music. That life, I'm not really a thug. They're thugs for real. He never said the money wasn't real.
Oh well, that's what he's saying. That's what he just told the judge in court recently.
Oh.
He said that the money that he's using in videos, no, it's not real.
Oh, all right, sure. Well, congratulations to him.
Oh my goodness.
Got kids playing football or soccer.
Oh yeah, the swag program. You hear about that? They're trying to. They're running that here in Chester. At a local school, Chester Charter.
Chester Community Charter.
Yeah, they're running. They're
Chester
encouraging.
Charter is the Scholars Academy.
See, like the former, the community charter. They're running a little program. Trying to get kids more in soccer.
That look like CCSA.
See.
I want to make sure you got all your.
Oh, here we go. Swag program, Chester School. Kids more involved. And soccer for life. For life!
I was thinking about that yesterday. I was kicking my daughter's
Chester
basketball.
Charter Schools Academy, yeah.
Scholars Academy.
Oh, they got it on. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So I was kicking the basketball around. Jordan has a little basketball in the house, and I was kicking it around. And a young lady asked me, she was like, "You play soccer?" I said, "Yeah, my dad used to have me out in Memorial Park kicking the ball around."
And he was of Haitian descent, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. It's a free program. Started last month. It started a month ago, and wants to expose underserved communities is soccer, opening the door to collegiate and even professional opportunities for the future.
There are athletes in this community that are not good at playing different sports, right? So it's crazy.
It's interesting because, soccer, like we say, is worldwide, right? So It's easier to play because all you need is a field and a ball. You don't even need the infrastructure, the court set up like with basketball and what have you, because that's our, quote unquote, our way out,
right?
in around here in black neighborhoods. But internationally, it's just a field and a ball. Some sticks to mark the edges for the goal, and there we go. Let's get it in.
Yeah, I appreciate soccer now. Before
the union,
I appreciate soccer now more than I ever did. Just after watching certain games,
right?
Like really sitting and watch. It's a long process, and I'm confused by the time and all that stuff. But it's a game of endurance, bro. You got to run up and down that field countless times.
Right, you never stop running.
And then to see them kick the ball and the way that ball curve and how it go up, it's like, wow, that's amazing. So I've seen some good people out there, man. So, I just want everybody, if you have a dream to play soccer professionally, to be the Bend It Like Beckham superstar of the soccer world, just had a hope that you can do it. Tell your mom you want to play soccer and you don't want to play basketball.
Yeah, right.
And hopefully she gets you in a good soccer camp over the summertime. You feel me? And keep you in that soccer camp all year round. And you get yourself a coach. Work on your endurance. Like, you can be great at anything you want to be. Anything you focus on, you can be great at. You feel me? So just focus on it, man, and become great.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm eating my bag of chips.
I see you've been grubbing. You're making me hungry.
I'm definitely hungry.
He's a big boy. He's a So P, all right, I'm gonna submit some heroes to you for the picking this week.
We only got 2.
I only got 2.
Yeah.
Got 2. Yeah. So there you go. Actually, it should have been 3. Shoot, I didn't put that picture up. Oh shoot, yeah, this should have been 3. All right, first you got these people in Toms River, New Jersey. The Good Samaritans, late last month, they stopped somebody from committing a stabbing, and they detained the suspect. He's charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and weapons offenses. But the people stopped him, tackled him, and held him until cops showed up. But then, right? Hold up, he had to step away. He was sucking them chips down a little too hard, greedy ass. Oh, so next we got Mike Tyson. If you didn't see this week, Mike Tyson, it came on. I got this video from TMZ. This dude decided to annoy Mike Tyson on the plane, just blatantly.
If it's one person you don't want to annoy,
In an enclosed space like that,
Mike Tyson.
Right? Let alone if even in the field where you can try and scurry away and whatnot. But yeah, right there. So he's sitting behind Tyson. He's making a point of it to keep chattering and yammering, and he's offering him mushrooms and whatnot, and that's how he wound up. We actually have. Go ahead and roll the video, Pete.
Ain't no video.
It isn't. It should be
You the worst.
Son of a bitch. Oh, but actually, all the video is because you see the guy is running the vid. He's recording this. The guy, like from the angle that's in that first frame, where he's from the other side of the aisle, and he's recording the guy, you know, being a douchebag. He's like, my boy is blah blah blah. So it's obviously some attempt to go viral,
Right.
and so. That was chopped down into another video where the same thing is happening. He's like yammering right over the seat to Tyson, yada yada. Then at one point he's got mushrooms out, offering those to Tyson. And then cut to Tyson on my man's coming back. He's like, what? And he got the nerve to say, whoa, Mike Tyson, whoa. Meanwhile, Tyson, wham.
See, he punched on you.
Oh yeah. And then the video ends with my man looking with the dude. He looking all sad. Like, look how he got this sad expression on his.
Mike Tyson beat me up.
You could have busted up. You see how funny Mike Tyson has become in his latter years? Like, you could have sat down and just busted up with Mike Tyson. You could have been like, yo, for real. No cap. As the kids say. What were you doing the night before the Buster Douglas fight? Tell the truth.
He was fucking.
Well, yeah, he had
Cause they ain't had no legs.
Right. He blew that opportunity. Instead, he chose to try and ignore and antagonize, and just wound up. They didn't say whether he's pressing charges or not, but he should.
Mike ain't pressing no charges.
No, not Mike. Mike, you say Mike.
And that young man ain't pressing no charges.
Right, you better walk on. You're viral now, so
Yeah,
you probably picked up 50 more followers.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Now maybe you can get a
cost you a little
amateur fight with the white boys.
Right, with Jake Paul. And Pete, this one here. Hell, this would be my hero. So, did you hear about in the Mayfair section of Philadelphia? So in Mayfair, Philadelphia, right? This guy, he gets pulled down by two what look to be cops. They got on plain clothes, they got badges on. They zip tie him. And then he realizes something's not right with these cops when they go in his house and start rifling stuff. So then he's able to reach in his pocket and get the gun, and he lets off 2 shots, hitting and killing one and making the other one scramble and beat it. Oh. Like,
they weren't cops?
They
weren't cops?
No, they weren't cops at all. They had the badges, but he probably knew something was up when they zip tied him without patting him down.
Yeah, you got to pat down for security.
And then he was like, "Wait, now that you think about it, they didn't pat me down.
I'm going to shoot one of them."
Oh. So yeah, those are your 3. That's what I got for you this week, Pete.
It's pretty hard.
That's what she said.
Yeah. That's the end of the show, man. I'm out of here.
You never watched The Office?
That's white people stuff.
Oh, all right. I'm all people stuff, man. I might come in here next week with some. You see me with the Greek food. I'll come in here with some chopsticks.
White people stuff. I ain't never seen you.
It all gets reduced to white.
Yeah, I ain't never seen you with no soul food.
I eat soul food all the time.
What you eat on your plate?
What when I get soul food?
Mm-hmm.
Macaroni and cheese, of course.
Okay.
Then stuffing or cornbread, of course. Need that cornbread.
Okay.
Then collard greens, but not too much vinegar, please. Not too much. Don't over vinegar.
Okay.
All right. The yams.
Okay.
Eat that. Layer, preferably with a layer of torched marshmallow on top.
What?
You know, crusted like little fire burnt, like the brown
Who
marshmallow.
the fuck puts marshmallows on their yams?
My mother
White
did.
people.
Mom, P talking about you.
I ain't never had no yams with no fucking
marshmallow.
Who the hell puts marshmallows on their yams?
I remember getting that at Aunt Dolly's.
That's the bougie. That's the bougie. That's the bougie stuff.
Well, my Aunt Dolly was bougie, sure.
Right.
Is. She's still with us. Jeez. Sorry, Aunt Dolly. I ain't trying to dismiss you too.
Yeah, you trying to dismiss Aunt Dolly. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
Yeah, you talking greasy about your yams, Mom. Whoa. She don't know what that means.
Yeah. Well, you know what it means. Don't let me disrespect your mom yams like that. Go ahead with them beautiful yams. Marshmallow yams. Anyway, I might have to get number one to the brother that didn't trust the police.
Yeah. He knocked out 2 birds once.
Right. And then I had to give the other the Tom's River. I'm not going to give Mike Tyson because he should know better.
Right. He should. You think she? I was thinking like
it's
tough to do, but damn,
you are a person of interest, have always been, and you smoke a lot of weed, so you shouldn't really be punching on nobody no more. You should be high as shit. Talking about yo.
Plus, I was worried. You know him as a train. I mean, I know he's not licensed anymore, but he's formerly a trained fighter. Could he be charged with like even more?
If the guy wanted to press charges, he could.
Yeah, like more so.
You
than
see, he got his forehead bleeding. Who else punching somebody and causing blood to come out their forehead off a punch? It's not a bullet. You ain't hit your head on nothing. That nigga punched you. You can see the handprint in his head.
Right.
That's knuckles, bro. He got a headache. That's not a sad look. I'm in pain.
Hey, well,
I should have shat myself.
Remember, you ever seen the what we have here is a failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach, which is why we had what we had here today, which is the way he wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he gets it. And that's where he wanted it, he got it. So yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness, P. Well, listen, man. I am looking forward to us now that we have making these power moves now, man.
I don't know.
I know. It's cool.
I don't know.
It's all good.
Gotta prove it to me.
That's what's up.
No, but I'm proud of you, bro. Like, keep on moving in the right direction. You never say no. You never quit. You never give up. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. You know, if you want to be anybody in this world, you can't have. you have to have the gumption that I am the best.
Right.
You can't be in competition with nobody. You got to keep on going, even when you know you really can't. Even when it looks hard, you got to keep on pushing. So I'm definitely proud of you, man. I'm proud of your job. You got a job now.
The longer I go, the stronger I get. Gaining strength for challenges to be met.
That's
yes, sir. Thanks, P.
No problem, bro. You know, I appreciate you.
Wait, Mike hit.
No, your mom talking about Mike Tyson hitting.
Oh, he threw a water bottle on. Oh, okay, yeah. What do you think, P? He threw a water bottle on him or water on. He probably, and that's the point.
Mike
like,
knows who he is.
Right.
Man, listen.
No.
You know, you'll have water bottles thrown at you. You have people looking for, you looking for a lawsuit. That's a knuckle print in that man's head. Again, and hold your knuckles up to it. That's Mike coming. That's Mike coming with the left. Boom! You feel me? Real hard.
Across, too.
Across joint.
His hip in that joint and everything.
And he spun it when he hit him. You feel me? Like, nah, man. That's a knuckle print in that man's head. That thing hurt. He got knocked into tomorrow. Yesterday. He was already on Sunday.
I've been waiting for you guys.
The fuck? Where am I at? You feel me? He up there by himself. He had to catch up to himself. Like, damn.
Oh. So, listen, we got some new bells and whistles to unveil next week.
Yes, we do.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to that. You're going to see that on the next week on a higher, more improved run of the D Train with Darren DeVoue, as well as, don't forget, listen, if you miss any of CMP's content, you know the YouTube or Facebook page, right? You do know this, right? Right. I'm not saying anything for our new listeners. Yes. Okay. Click that YouTube. Click that YouTube or Facebook page. Don't forget, Cash App P $1. Tell them, say a note supporting CMP. And keep the station alive. Keep it when we do.
Imagine that.
Here. And coming up next, Week Strong?
No show next.
No show next. Oh, okay.
No show next.
All right.
Week Strong has been moved bi-weekly.
Okay.
So we'll do every other weekend.
Okay.
And no show next.
All right, so interesting though. But since we talking about it, actually, for shits
and giggles.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah. Let's get it.
I was watching CMP, or no, what happened was I was doing tune-in. I was listening to Bill Burr, a white person.
Right.
But a white person from Baltimore that I let slide, or not Baltimore, Boston.
No, see?
I don't like people
he
from
ain't,
Boston.
he ain't
I'll let him
racist.
slide. What? How can he be racist? He has a black wife. Okay.
That's more of a reason why you're racist. Yeah.
Now you really got to watch that white boy.
Yeah, put that thing in your mouth.
Trying to breed us out. That's one of them. That's one of their little scouts. I tapped. So for shits and giggles, I said, you know what? Wait a second. So I tapped search. I tapped CMP. And lo and behold, there was CMP right there on. And I was listening to some music here.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, there you go. And it was hipping me because I'm not the hippest fella you ever did meet.
Right.
So I was
Like, what kind of music is this?
Right. I was like,
Oh, no.
I'll do it. Like whatever. I can do it. Yeah. No, but yeah. So that's another way to enjoy CNT's content.
CMP.
That's what I
Come
said.
on, man. You said CNT.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Who them CMT?
I don't know who CMT is.
Oh, but yeah. So with that said, I'm going to actually listen to CMP on TuneIn.
There it is.
While I'm Ubering folks. You see, my mouth going on. While I'm Ubering folks later on. No?
Yeah. Ain't got no problem with that. I appreciate you.
So yeah. But until then, listen, next week, have a peaceful, productive, and positive week. Oh, wait, Pete, did you celebrate your little 420?
My little what?
420?
I don't celebrate 420.
No? Okay.
I don't smoke marijuana. What's wrong with you?
You don't smoke? Wait, why not?
Because I don't.
Okay.
What you mean, why not?
I mean,
why don't you snort coke?
Because I shouldn't.
Why don't you shoot heroin? Like, what type of questions that to ask somebody that don't do drugs?
I shouldn't, I don't, and I won't.
Why don't you? Like, what type of shit is that? You don't pop Perkins? Said, no, I don't.
Because you know how we becoming more generally accepted into
So now because everybody's allowed to smoke it, I should smoke it?
No. Because, I would just assume, like, you have a beer every now and again, right?
I had 2 beers last night.
There we go. Like, to me, weed and beer are the same thing.
Ooh, is it?
Yes. Like, I don't see any difference between having a few beers and smoking a joint. Like, you're going to get just as elevated either way.
You think so?
Yeah.
I wasn't drunk last night.
2 different ways.
I wasn't drunk off the 2 beers I had.
Well, no. You's a husky boy, so, you shouldn't have been. Like,
oh, people really ask that. It's crazy, ain't it? You don't smoke? You don't get high?
It's like when people say, you don't have an iPhone? And I'm like,
you don't have
weirdo.
7 kids?
Right, weirdo.
No, I don't. I don't get high. I don't smoke.
Oh, sorry about it. I wasn't implying anything.
No, that's okay. You can imply.
No.
I don't. I do not like to smell, and it's crazy because I smoke cigarettes, right?
Okay.
So it's like,
yeah. See, there's all.
Why do I smoke cigarettes? Because I can't smoke marijuana.
Okay.
So can get high. You feel me?
Actually, man, the one day I bummed a Newport because I smoked none menthols, and one day I didn't have any cigarettes. I walked up on this coworker. at the Amazon lot. I was like, where Jeremy smokes. I run up on him, and I was thinking to myself, it's a Newport, Darren, but I don't care right now. I walked up, I was jonesing for. Oh shit! You ever see MacGruber? You haven't seen MacGruber yet, have you?
Yeah, I see MacGruber.
And he's like, I will suck you. I will let you fuck me.
What's wrong with you, man?
Like, but I wasn't meaning that literally. It was a joke, much like in the movie.
No,
So
no.
I didn't say it to him, but then once he gave me the cigarette, then I was like, I said to him, you seen that episode? You ever seen MacGruber? And then we both busted out laughing.
He's like, you crazy. And he probably got in his car and said, that motherfucker's really crazy.
I lit that Newport, man. I got high off of that. That thing was bringing the ruckus that day. Well, because like I said, I smoked non-menthol, so it was like, whoa! Like, yeah.
What does a non-menthol cigarette? That's
to you, it'll just taste like nothing, probably.
Right.
I always recommend, like, if people are like asking me, like, yo, you got one? And I'm like, yeah, here. They're like, yo, but I need a menthol. Here, suck on a peppermint. Same thing. They're like, it kind of works. It kind of does. It's almost the same. Yeah.
So they put candy in their cigarettes?
No. You put like a menthol or a peppermint while you're smoking a non-menthol. It can be a little bit, because there's mentholation in peppermints.
I don't believe.
I tell you what, if you ever have to bum a cigarette off me,
I won't.
You pass.
I won't. I'll pass.
You want to head for the hills?
Yeah. I appreciate you though, bro.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I'll see you next week, P.
Maybe.
You calling out?
Yeah.
All right, then fine. Be that way.
Nah, I'll be here.
All right. That's which means we'll be here. And until then, folks, please have a peaceful, productive, and positive week. And yo, slow down. Slow down on these roads, people. We all go into the same red light. All right? All right. See you next week.
We're talking about the heroic work of two men. We're going after your train.
The train keeps going all night long.